What we have done for ourselves alone dies with us. What we have done for others and the world remains and is immortal. Albert Pike. Communication with others is the essence of life. The ability to use and understand language is, without question, the greatest of human gifts. Yet it is not something that can be taken for granted for all children. More than 6 million children in the United States have speech and language disorders. For these children, learning to speak and to read does not come easily. The Scottish Rite Masons have devoted their time and energy toward helping these children. Since 1952, the Scottish Rite Masons have assisted children with language and reading problems through their Childhood Language Disorders programs. In Arkansas, the first Scottish Rite program was established in 1987 as part of the Audiology and Speech Pathology Department at the University of Arkansas for Medical Science and the University of Arkansas at Little Rock. During that first year, 45 children were seen. Since that time, more than 800 children have received diagnostic and therapeutic services through scholarships provided by the Scottish Rite Masons.
Our program in Arkansas started with the University of Arkansas at Little Rock in 1987, and since that time we have served more than 800 children through that program. And what a wonderful experience it's been. It's been a great opportunity for the Scottish Rite to make a contribution in this way. And actually, this center is one of 170 programs throughout the nation. So it continues to grow.
Chloe, you've been sitting so nicely. Chloe, come here. All right, what did you get?
The bunny.
The bunny. What is the bunny doing? Playing in the leaves.
During the preschool years, there are many children that have difficulty speaking or understanding. We know that the chances of children with speech and language delays reaching the same level as others of their same age are much greater if the child receives help at an early age. Early intervention for these young children experiencing speech and language delay is critical. The Preschool Language Enrichment Program is a preschool designed for children between the ages of 3 and 5 with speech and language delays. The goal of this program is to improve their communication skills and ultimately enrich their lives.
I think what just about put me over the edge with it is that he didn't understand or appear to understand the word no. And I could say no and no and no and no. When most 2-year-olds at least acknowledge the fact you're saying that, they may still ignore you, but they acknowledge it. And he wouldn't usually even make eye contact with me. And when you're trying to teach a toddler not to put their hand on the oven or get into things they shouldn't, or even get out of the car and run across the street to somebody, that's a really frightful thing.
Watch with your eyes and listen with your ears. We're going to make the L sound. We're going to take our tongue and we're going to touch it right behind our teeth like this. Oh, let me see. You did it. Let me see you do it.
The students that were conducting this program knew how to pull that out of him and to reach inside and use the proper techniques, something that a mother would not just know, even though we'd like to think we would.
Good. This one right here. Tell me what letter this is. Is it a quiet sound or a noisy sound? Listen. Make it go all the way around. Look right here. Make it go all the way around.
The Phonological Awareness Group is designed to teach pre-reading skills to children with speech and language disorders. As part of the program, they learn skills such as letter identification, sound identification, and rhyming, so they are better prepared to learn when they enter school.
One of the moms came up to me yesterday and said, Chloe asked me all weekend, was the story lady going to be there this week? And I think just it gives them some ownership of having a book, because we check out books like the library and they have a little card that has their name on it, and they get to take home a book and read it and be ready. And we also, the coolest thing is that we get to give them books that they can keep.
I'm the story lady.
Oh.
Good morning.
Good morning, lady.
Hi, Chloe. Hi, Connor. Come sit down. Let's have a story.
Story lady, what does she have in her hand?
What is that, Chloe? What is this?
A fishing boat.
It's your fishing pole, and this is my fishing hat that I go fishing in.
Me.
Yeah, this is our book for today. Here, Chloe. Here's your friend. Thank you. It's called A Pond So Blue. See? Turn the page. So toward the shade he was off in a dash, but Cornelius Catfish caught him in a flash. Yay! Let's talk about some of the words that we heard. We heard a lot of rhyming words, didn't we?
Yes.
Lots of. Let's see if I can give you one. How about this? By and I. Do they sound the same? By, I, by.
Yes.
Good.
A little girl in therapy who could not remember anything for school and was making pretty bad grades. And we've worked with her on a program that helps her use her visual skills. Her ability to remember isn't so hot, but she's very creative if you let her paint the picture in her head. And she is remembering everything and making 99s and 100s on her test at school now.
Good. Can you say
Yum.
Connor?
And Maria.
What sound does this make?
Maria.
Connor. Good. Oh, you said Connor. That was perfect.
Immediately, I started seeing progress with the one-on-one reading that they do here, and the really neat and creative things they do too. Tyler would come home, and he's now in 2nd grade, and say, oh, we did this and we did that, and we'd open his notebook and he could explain everything that had gone on. And
Okay, good choice.
It's the same as that. Is it the rubber ducky?
Yes, it is the rubber duckies.
I think a milestone for us, actually two, we're in the car driving and him actually looking up when we were at the stop sign, and he said STOP, that's stop. And then for the rest of our journey he was going exit, EXIT, and me and his brothers and Dad were going, he's reading the signs. That is wonderful.
And Tyler here is another example. He came in last summer for our literacy camp, Camp Joe, that we ran for 8 weeks, 4 hours a day, 4 days a week. And Tyler was with a group of 7 other children, and it was wonderful to see them enjoy learning to read.
I think the reason that we've had a 16-year relationship with the Scottish Rite Masons is because we both have very similar goals. The Scottish Rite Masons want to help children in the community learn to speak better. They want to help them learn to read. better so that they can be good citizens and enjoy a very productive life. And we want the same things for a somewhat different reason. That is, we want to be able to train our students and to be able to help these people in the community.
When we found out about the language clinic here, that's when we felt like we really got the help we needed. And it was strictly knowing something was wrong and knowing we had to continue to pursue finding help, the right help. And so the intervention that, like I said, the one-on-one intervention that he got with so many, and the stimulation that was given in that preschool that was specific and appropriate to what he really, really needed, made all the difference in the world. And him being able to come along and make progress, which he did. He absolutely made huge progress.
All of those fears I had 15 years ago have now I've overcome those fears, and it's just great to see a boy graduate from high school, receive his diploma. You just know how proud that makes you to see that, and to know where we started from 15 years earlier and where we were at today. That's just a tremendous day, to see him walk across that stage.
It's very clearly understood, even by a stranger. Parents who become tearful and say, were it not for the Scottish Rite Masons, I don't know where my child would be today. So their generosity has just touched so many people and so many lives, and they'll never be forgotten by the families, and the children will never be forgotten by me.
Parents are thankful for the help provided them through the Scottish Rite language programs. One father wrote, "I honestly do not know what I would have done without the Scottish Rite Language Center. I do know this: the program has brought dignity and hope for my children. For that, I will forever be grateful to the Beth B. Eaton Scottish Rite Language and Literacy Center, to the faculty of the department, to the students, and to the many unknown brothers of Scottish Rite who, in their love of humanity and vision to bring a little more light to this world, have touched all our hearts. God bless you, one and all."
I'll never forget the first night after we had had our bath and gone to his room, and I read to him and tucked him in his bed, and he looked up at me and said, "I love you, Mommy." And that was a first, that he had put those words together. And there had been times I'd wondered if I would hear that. So it's been a blessing to all of us.